Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 8, read. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Back at his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Freeman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing is Manning on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
70, Indy.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Break.
Now on 2nd and 13. Manning, his throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and it'll bring up third down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Manning. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Carr now to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
On the ground, this is Jackson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Hey, Charlie.
57, Mike 57. All day, pump. 57.
Throwing his car on third down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as you're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Denver has the first down, to play going for 15 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
On 2nd and 9, Manning. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Have me. Check. Right on. Lefty.
Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving.
He's got a man, complete, 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there, 78 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Manning. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Manning. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down.
Max 42! Max 42! Come on, boy.
Express. Deuce right, chief.
You better be ready.
80 weapons.
Check. Hey, check 24.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Broncos' 19-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Kill.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Hey, orbit.
49 the mark.
On 2nd and very short, Carr to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Okay, baby.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Got it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on second down. Manning. He completes this to Sutton. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. It's a give to Freeman running right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
91.
On 2nd and 11 now. Manning. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 46-yard line.
Now, 280, 93. Check right. 42, 942.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work.